Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new masterclass session. And as you know, I like to have these masterclasses to get as much benefits as possible. Today, I am very thrilled to have with me Bart Jenezon from Inspiring. Uh, First, before I would give pass it to Bart, just to do some housekeeping. My name is Mehmet. I'm the founder of Yasi Ventures and the host of the CTO show with Mehmet. And I would be also the moderator today. So once Bart starts his session, you can immediately write in the comments if you have any feedback or questions. And once Bart finish, and I think it will be like in 50, 60 minutes from now, we will start to read the questions, and Bart will answer them. Thank you very much for being with us today. And Bart, the stage and the floor is yours.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much, Mehmet. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today here in this masterclass. It's really great to have you here. Today, we're going to talk about the business you love. This program is supported by Yassi Ventures, an inspiring company, and Yassi Ventures are collaborating. We are working together to help you, to serve you, to start, build, and grow your business. So, in case you have any questions about starting your business, building the business you love, feel free to drop me a line here in LinkedIn Live. You can use the chat. You are welcome to reach out. In case you did not hear from us, you are welcome to sign up and get the free download. So we have prepared for you an instruction file. It will help you to sketch out because this session is an inspiration session. This session is a workshop, 60 minutes, and inspiration is the thread of our work. So I definitely need you to be there and to respond and interact with me. So, first of all, I will tell you a little bit about myself. And then after that, I would like to hear from you in the chat. Where you come from, what's on your mind. And it would be great, to learn more about you, how we are able to help you to build the business you love. So, first about me. So, who's this guy? I'm a crazy Dutch guy. I live in the metropole Amsterdam in the Netherlands, small country in Europe. And I'm the chief inspiration officer of the Inspiring Company, well known as Inspiring. Uh, I'm 50 years old and I started this company 9 years ago and built the business from scratch off as an independent freelancer up to a training company with representatives all over the world. We have more than 10 partners who are license holder and 100 mentor and coaches who are supporting. You are welcome to support us as well. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and I always will respond to you. Always welcome to have a chat. So I've been an entrepreneur for 22 years, and I was involved in 7 businesses and founded 3 of them. And I think they say in England, 3 times is charm. So inspiration is the thread of my work. I'm here to serve you. Welcome for joining, and I'm really curious about the progress we make today. So, with Inspiring, we are supporting small business entrepreneurs all over the world to create the future and make the world a better place. And I think that's an important topic, to make the world a better place. Some places are really screwed up, and I think entrepreneurs are really crossing borders and somehow connecting together to, yeah, come up with the solutions for tomorrow. Hopefully, you are working on, and if you need inspiration to get things moving, feel free to reach out and to speak up, because this is a workshop. And during the workshop, you are so welcome to share your thoughts. And if you have questions, you can, put them in the chat. You can share them with us, because we would love to help you. We would love to build your business together with you, because together we create the future. So please now, share a little bit about yourself. Why are you joining? Why are you here? So these are my inspirators, and you see in the middle there is Mehmet, because Mehmet is my inspirator. Definitely for today. It was really great working together last couple of days, last couple of weeks to get things going and to organize this event. So for me, it's already a successful day with a perfect outcome because we are here for you. But I'm also curious about you. Where you come from? Please put it in the chat and share with us what is inspiring to you or who is inspiring to you. Please share it with me, and I will walk and talk through it.
So we
Okay,
have some people from South Africa, we have people from Romania, as they can see, we have people from here, United Arab Emirates. So these are some of the ones I can see now in the chat.
wonderful. I see some responses. So cool. Yeah, this is for me really exciting because, yeah, like I said, entrepreneurs are crossing borders. We are all over the world. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter, yeah, if you are already successful or not, or if you are just on the starting point of your entrepreneurial journey. We are here for you, and we would like to know what is inspiring to you. So maybe you can share it in the chat or send me a message or in any other way what or who is inspiring to you, because that's so important, because we would like to keep up the good work and we would like to keep on inspiring you. That's what we would like to do. And therefore, it takes two to tango. We need you to get things going. So please share it with us. This is a LinkedIn live session. So we have chats from different platforms. And Mehmet will take a look at it and we'll select a couple of them to see, yeah, the most to share the most beautiful stories with you. So Mehmet, please check on the channels. Is there any interesting uh, source of inspiration what you would like to share with the people who are attending today?
I'm doing this right away. So people are interested to know where to start, Bart. Like
Okay,
this
where
is
to start? Always start today, immediately. That's the power of now. Wonderful.
and how to start.
How to start. Okay, now we will discuss this. Thank you so much for sharing, and it's a multi-channel live stream, so we need to monetize all the channels. It's interesting to see, but thank you so much for sharing. People from all over the world, like Johannesburg, I see Toronto, I see India, also some people from the US. So wonderful. We have more than 120 people signed up for the event, and it's really great to see that. In the LinkedIn event announcement, we shared with you a link, and if you click on that, you will get all the resources for free. It will help you to sketch things out, and if you like, you can easily book a meeting with us to follow up for a possible exchange of thoughts. So wonderful. Today we have an power hour. It's just 1 hour. It's probably or your lunchtime or you're in breakfast or in the evening, depending on where you are located. But during this inspiration session, you will get the opportunity to sketch out your canvas in 1 hour. So after 1 hour, you will have your yeah, inspiration canvas. That's my promise for you for today. So therefore, I will explain you a little bit more about the inspiration canvas. And it's already good to know that the inspiration canvas is your framework for your business, is your framework for your life, but it's also the template for your business plan and slide deck. So it's an all-in-one solution. It's a simple framework like tic-tac-toe, and you can sketch out your complete business plan on it, and you can easily share it with other people. And if you sign up with the link I shared with you in the LinkedIn channel, you can easily get access to the resources, but also you get free access to the training platform. It's an application you can use for free. You can share the inspiration canvas with anyone you like. So here we are, already 10 minutes ongoing. So before I start with the in-depth details about the inspiration canvas, I will tell you the background of this framework. So the framework is built on well-known theories, well-known trainers, well-known authors who written the books about it, but sometimes are a little complicated. But I will walk and talk through it. So in the inspiration canvas, we cover the golden circles. The golden circles is the framework, yeah, the easy yeah, worksheet from Simon Sinek. And the book is called Start with Why, because people don't buy what you do, but why you do it. So, yeah, Later on, when we sketch out, we will do that in 5 minutes. You will get the answers on, okay, why are you doing this? What are you doing? And same thing like the person asked us in the introduction. Okay, how could you start the business you love? So if you have some difficulty in sketching out, okay, why are you doing this? Feel free to sign or draw 3 circles and try to figure out why, how, and what you are doing. Super important. So that's the first one. Now I go to the second one, and the second visual and the second model is super important for your customer fit. So I always use the value proposition design canvas, and the value proposition design canvas is, yeah, the worksheet from Alexander Oysterwalder, who is the author of the business model generation. The business model generation and the business model canvas is a well-known tool, and I think the book is sold over 1 million times. But sometimes when you are in the early stage of your company, or if you are running a small business enterprise, then sometimes you could be a little lost in all the terms and all the difficult chapters and building blocks. So therefore, they came with a second book, and that's about value proposition design. It's about what is the value proposition, and on the one hand, and who is your customer at the other side. And if you bring them together, you have the customer fit. So I'm very curious, what is your ideal fit? What is your ideal customer? Have you thought about that? You can answer it right now, or you can use it later on in the inspiration canvas. I will start in 2 minutes. So the golden circles as the first one, and the second one, the value proposition design. So now we need to keep on learning, and now we need to keep on moving, and therefore we use lean startup. And lean startup is well known about the build, measure, learn loop. It's a learning loop where you are able to iterate your value proposition at the same time while you are talking to the customers, because the customers are the most important group for building the business. So Lean Startup and the Startup Way is the book from Eric Ries. And Build, Measure, Learn Loop is the summary of the book. So within the inspiration canvas, I will teach you, I will inspire you how you are able to follow the Build, Measure, Learn Loop with the golden circles and the value proposition design, and you can put it all together. So that's the third theory and the third book. With inspiring, we bring it all together. We bring it all together at the one place, and as a starting point, your inspiration canvas. And each time when you would like to go in depth, you can easily step aside and grab the golden circles or the value proposition design, or think about lean startup to see if it makes sense, if you have the right focus and the right rhythm to build the business you love. So here we are, the inspiration canvas. You can grab a piece of paper and you can easily sketch out the inspiration canvas. In case you already signed up with the landing page and the link for registration for today, you can also easily print it out. With the printout, yeah, you can just grab a piece of paper, you can write things down. Even if you like, you can use some sticky notes. I have them in all kinds of sizes. And the same thing for the printout. If you go to a copy shop, you can print out an A1 or A0. And here next to me, I have a couple of versions on the whiteboard. So each day I take a look at it. And yeah, I sketch out and I improve my business a little bit into the right direction. So hopefully that's helpful to you. So I already told you about the books. Start with Why, Lean Startup, The Value Proposition Design, or even all the other books. More than thousands of papers and pages, but maybe a little too complicated. We bring it all together. We bring it all together for your inspiration canvas and your business plan and your slide deck and your action plan. The all-in-one solution. So after the session, you can have something like this. It's a simple sketch out with some financials, but also the whole storyline of your business and an overview. It will be a summary of your strategy for the next coming weeks or the next coming months. If you take advantage from the application, and you have the free access to the application. If you signed up with the registration page, you can sketch out something like this. You can take a look on your mobile, or you can take on the look on the desktop version. With the desktop version, you can easily share it with people in your team or people outside of your team who would like to become a mentor or coach. So let's get started. We need to speed up a little bit, otherwise we are running late, and I know that time is the most limited resource. So this is the starting point from your inspiration canvas. On the one hand, we have the instruction file. This is the file you will receive when you signed up at the registration page. So we have 9 chapters. The inspiration canvas have 9 boxes, and each box have a question. And if you follow those questions, you will have the answers and the content for your inspiration canvas, your slide deck, and your business plan. It's even an action plan. So it's an all-in-one solution. So here we are with an empty piece of paper. Let's get started. Is there any question at the moment, Mehmet?
No, so far we are good.
Silence. Everybody is speechless. They are super impressed, and that's good to hear. In case there is any question, you can always interrupt me. Now I will walk and talk through the canvas, and after it, it will be, I think, 20 minutes. We will have a discussion about the content. We can discuss examples, or we can go into more depth with, the process. Because Inspiration Canvas is not only a framework; it's also a way of working. It's a way of working how you are able to start, build, and grow your business, how you are able to build the business you love. So let's get started. The first time when I sketch out an inspiration canvas, I always start on top. So that would be great. So if you have the application, it will be an automatically first question you will receive in the application. If you use the printout, you can just sketch things out in the left corner. So what is your ID, and what is the deeper meaning of it? So take a minute and think for yourself, what is your ID and what is the deeper meaning of it? And in the beginning, I told you about the golden circles. I told you about why, because people don't buy what you do, but how you do it. So in this time, if you question yourself 5 times why, you will have the deeper meaning. So what is your why? What is your deeper meaning? Or what is your basic ID? Please write it down and think for yourself if it makes sense. And I see so much entrepreneurs who are completely lost with this. They are super busy. They're running a company. They have a couple of employees. They are sometimes going from this place to that place, but they forgot why they are doing this. And that's the same thing for myself. I need a kind of deeper meaning in my life. Otherwise, I'm not able to live a happy life. So I need to help people because I like helping and serving others. So that's my why. So I'm very curious about your why. All right, let's move forward. This is also answering the question from one of the participants about, okay, how are we doing this? So the second box, the second chapter is about your mission statement. The mission statement will describe your mission and your vision. And your mission is something like, okay, where are you stand for? How are you building this business? A mission is more about saying, okay, this is what I stand for. And a vision is more future oriented. This is where I would like to go for. So, what is your mission? And what is your vision statement? A helpful tip in this could be that it's a kind of, uh, yeah, easy way to describe how you are delivering the value to your customers. So I always like the description from Guy Kawasaki, the author of Art with the Start, that it's a kind of motto or maybe even a mantra. So your mission is a motto or a mantra. It's easy to remember. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example for myself. With inspiring, we always say that the mission is to keep it super simple or to keep it short and simple. So it's for me easy to remember. And when I talk to people, it will cover the burning question how I'm able to simplify the work. And then the solution for that is that we keep it short and simple with our inspiration canvas, an all in one solution. So, what is your mission statement or vision statement? Okay, now we are up and running. This is number 3. This is about your objectives, about your goals. So, if you see, the first 3 chapters are something like the first 3 chapters of your business plan. So, it's an introduction about your ID, the mission statement, and then you have your company goals. So, what are your company goals? What are your goals and what are your possible milestones? So, at Inspiring, we would like to become uh, an international network. We would like to facilitate entrepreneurs all over the world. We would like to deliver world class content. So, what are your goals? And if you have put things on paper, maybe you are able to put it into a kind of time schedule. So, do you have a kind of, yeah, time schedule or milestones when you would like to achieve those goals? An interesting exercise is, and it's a theory, it's called the B hack, the big, hairy, audacious goal setting. The big, hairy, audacious goal setting is a kind of super dream. It's something that attracts other people that, with that in mind, they would like to help you. They would like to be part of this. So, with Inspiring, we would like to inspire the world a little bit to, create a future and make the world a better place. So, if that's inspiring to you too, feel free to connect with us. And if you connect with us, you are welcome on board because we are an ecosystem, we are a network organization, and we would like to collaborate. So, what are your goals? Please share them with us. And now you see we have covered the top of the inspiration canvas, the first 3 chapters. The first 3 chapters are the most important chapters to communicate what you have in mind, why that's super important, and how you would like to do that. And if you can easily summarize that, people will remember, but people will also be yeah, your marketing or ambassador. So I always benchmark this with my mom. When she is able to pay it forward, what her youngest son is doing at tennis court to her girlfriends, and she's now 80 years old, then I think I have clear communication. Then it's crystal clear what I'm doing. But even I sometimes make it very complicated. So try to simplify, try to streamline, but most of all, try to ask other people what they think from your business. That could be an interesting thought. All right. Is there any question at the moment, Mehmet?
One question, I've seen it on one of the channels,
Yeah.
is a little bit of explanation, if possible, about the second and the third step, because they looked like similar. So if you can just elaborate on this part.
Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah, it's like I discussed in the golden circles. You have why, how, and what. So the third chapter is about the company goals. Is more okay. What is the expected outcome? So in the beginning, you said something about okay, why I'm doing this. Then you are sharing your thoughts about okay, how would you like to achieve that, and then you end up in the third chapter that you say okay, so if I would like to simplify and I would like to offer the inspiration canvas as a framework to build the business you love, okay, what is the expected outcome? The expected outcome is that at the moment we have 10 partners in 10 regions across the world, that I would like to have, let's say, 100 partners in areas around the world. So it's more like it's a definition about the outcome, what you would like to achieve in, let's say, 1, 2, or 3 years. So that's about the company goals, and you can define clear milestones for that. So, if any person with that question would like to have a second opinion, please send me an email. And if you send me an email, you can get back to me, and you can ask, and I will always take a look at it and answer the questions to see if it's helpful to you, or schedule a call and walk and talk through it. Thank you so much for questioning, and thank you so much for sharing, also, Mehmet. Okay, let's continue. We go now to the second layer, and we go to step 4. So step 4 is about the action plan. And it's always said that the proof in the pudding is in the eating. Sometimes you need to get things going. And of course, you will not be sure upfront that everything is going into the right direction, but you need to keep on moving. So action is the key. Action is the key for change. Action is the key for innovation. And action is the key to build the business you love. So what kind of actions do you undertake? What is your action plan? What is your plan and your possible next step? Some people have tons of ideas, and they have a super long list, about thousands of ideas how to move forward. But what is your most important next step? What is your highest priority? Maybe filter out 1, 2, 3, or maybe 5 to 10 action points. At the other hand, if you don't have any inspiration, or you don't have any action, maybe think about and ask others how I'm able to build the business I love. Ask other people for feedback. Ask other people for some kind of inspiration. Let them know that you are searching your way, but that you know not for sure right now. Maybe they can help you out. And this is, I think, a magical thing. So if you start collaborating with people, if you start talking to potential customers, and you ask them for help, you ask them to support you, they will definitely give you inspiration and give you ideas and food for thought. So now you know what to do. You have a long list, and you know exactly, this is my action game plan to achieve my purpose, my mission, and achieve my goals. So how do you create the value? What are your products and services? In the center of the inspiration canvas, we have the overview of your business. It's the same thing like the motor for your vehicle. So what products and services do you offer? Some people have a couple of products and services. Some people have products or services and people don't understand. Other people have one offer. I would like to know, what is your offer? What are your products and services? And if you analyze this a little bit, can you also see what of those products and services are really creating the value? Or, and I'll give you an example, we organize all kinds of free workshops to get started, or to get a first customer connection, or get to know each other a little bit. I know that's all about get to know, like, and trust. So with free introduction sessions, people can get some free inspiration and can think for themselves, does it make sense? Is this interesting for me? Should I join? Should I learn more? So that could be an interesting thing. Because I'm always super excited. I'm always sharing my stories. It could be that if you start selling too quickly, people are a little bit lost with that. It's just a thought you can think about for yourself. Okay, wonderful. We continue. So then we go to step 6. And step 6 is about your customer development, is about your customer creation. So who is your customer? You can do two things. On the one hand, you can look back and you can think, okay, who were my customers last year? Or you can think about the future. Who could be your ideal customer? And this is super important. And maybe you can do both. So try to follow the build, measure, learn loop and analyze your data. Build a CRM. And with the CRM, try to analyze and see, okay, what kind of customers are leading into the right direction. And if you are talking to a lot of customers, it will definitely help to put things in data like a HubSpot CRM or any other applications. At Inspiring, if you join our program, you are always welcome to get a voucher with 90% discount or a free trial period. And I think it's up to 2,000 CRM contacts for free. And even HubSpot is organizing a lot of workshops for that. So you can think and analyze, okay, who is your ideal customer? Sometimes, if you ask people close to you, your ideal customer in the future could be a different customer than you have at the moment. And if you start listening and listening to other people, you can find out what is the perfect ideal customer for you. So now we've been through the second layer of the inspiration canvas, and you see the ABC. So ABC is really about moving forward, validating, testing, running experiments to see what kind of activity directly lead to paying customers, the right kind of customers, the right kind of customers that makes the business you love. So almost there. Not three steps to go, three chapters. Is there any other question at the moment, Mehmet?
Just one question from one of our channels regarding the ideal customer. I can sell to everyone, or my product can fit to everyone. What should I do?
Yeah, that's a good one. And I always like to quote Guy Kawasaki is don't be stubborn and yeah, flow with the go. And flow with the go means that, yeah, if people are buying your services, yeah, who cares? Be happy, enjoy it. So it's if the customers are coming to you and you are in a kind of natural flow, and that's going into the right direction that you are making profit, I think keep on going and keep on growing. But as soon as it's too complicated or it's not profitable yet, it's super important to analyze the specific characters of your ideal customer. So you see exactly, okay, this customer is interesting, but this customer is not interesting. And then if you see what kind of customers are the profitable customers, it will be a good advice that you focus your energy, yeah, on the right type of customer, and that's, I think, yeah, the profitable customer. So if you, let's say, run an advertising campaign, yeah, it's super important that you have specific yeah segmentation for your ideal customer, because then you can really target your customers, your target audience more specifically, and that will save you a lot of money. So therefore it's super important. You can be more specific than you say, okay, I'm able to sell my services to everyone. So it's just, you need to figure out and play a little bit with this. But like I said, if customers are coming to you, be welcome, serve them and help them out with their next steps. But in your outbound marketing, be more specific, and the more specific you are, will resonate with that the right kind of customers get back to you. So always a big challenge. So it's a good question, and this is really one of the most important success rates for building the business you love. Because as soon as customers are placing the order, you will get it busy, and the more busy you are, less time you have to think about the future, because you need to serve them. So it's a classical mistake, and it's a good bridge also to point 7, because a lot of entrepreneurs are working in their company instead of working at their company. So in chapter 7, it's more your organization overview. We will talk about who's in your team and who are your partners. And we try to figure out together with you that somehow the structure is so super organized that you are building and running the company, that you can step back a little bit. Or maybe you have a managing director, or maybe you have an executional committee, that you are not. And sometimes I'm know exactly how to do this, but even in my case, I'm on the one hand the chief inspiration officer and founder, but on the other hand, sometimes I'm the personal assistant, or I'm completely lost with all the work and all the calls I have with all the people all around the world, and revenues are not increasing immediately. So this is a classical thing you need to pay attention to. So we go and continue to step 8. So what is your market and growth strategy? So what is the place where your customers come from? So it's a little different, and I most of the time, and I see here also a question coming in at WhatsApp, is that there is a question about, okay, what's the difference between your market and your customers? uh, yeah, and I would like to explain this a little bit, like okay, but if you take a look at your customer base and you see what type of customer, maybe you can also analyze the data and see where do they come from. So at the moment, I have a lot of people joining the programs we are offering with Inspiring from Africa. A lot of people are joining from India. And within the Africa region, it's because we run a lot of events in that area, and we have a new, very inspiring partner. In India, we were actively involved in a networking community. So, yeah, a lot of people are coming back to us. But you see a complete difference between the US market and the European market. So, yeah, it's important to analyze, because people are, yeah, in Europe able to pay a little more for our services than people from Africa or India. And in the US, it's even more expensive. So sometimes it's nice to a good suggestion to think about, okay, maybe change my target audience a little bit. So what we try to do, because on the one hand we are really focusing on the, yeah, entrepreneurship as a kind of community of practice. We would like to have different people from different places all around the world. But also, when I analyze the data, I know that I need to target also on customers who can easily pay for our services. So with Inspiring, we have a business model that people are able to join and participate at their own pace. So it's really cool, because sometimes if you are, yeah, on the early stage in the beginning of your journey, yeah, you don't have a huge budget. Now, I've been an entrepreneur now for 22 years, so I would like to speed up the process for those small business entrepreneurs who are just starting up. So I say to them, you can join if it's great, high potential ID. You can join our program, but you can pay whenever you want, and that's a super cool invite to all of you. But on the other hand, if I don't take seriously point of, okay, where are they located, or are they capable of paying the invoice, yeah, then it's more like 100% charity. So that's a little bit about your marketing growth strategy. To try to figure out where are your customers coming from, and what is your strategy. What is your strategy for execution? If you would like to reflect, I just also met a guy who has more than 40 different strategies for this. And it's really nice. And probably in a couple of weeks, we will also do an event with him. So if you like, I'm able to connect you with them, so we can think about your business model. We can think about your strategy and think about, okay, is this the way you could build the business you love? I'm very excited. I'm very curious about, okay, how are you doing this? So please let me know. Please let me know in the chat. And really great to hear more from you. And then we go to the last chapter. And okay, I know if you would like to have a quick win, or you would like to have a shortcut, I think, sorry, but we are not able to help you with that. I think Mehmet also do know that it's the entrepreneurial journey is hard work. You need to keep on going. You need to keep on moving. And sometimes you will be not profitable, or it takes a little time. So in the last chapter, it's just, okay, what is, yeah, the outcome? What will be your revenues? Are you profitable this year or next year, or is there a small loss? Tell us a little bit about your financials. Some people have difficulty. This is, for me, is, yeah, it has to be something like, okay, if you know your customer base, if you know your pricing, you can easily sketch out, okay, what will be your revenues. More profit analysis, or more budgets and that, so on. I have always help from an accountant or more experienced people in that area. But as an entrepreneur, it's super important because you are running the business, and maybe other people are expecting from you, or they are an employee, or sometimes they are maybe they're a relevant partner to you. Yeah, it's an ecosystem. We are all here, so you need to be sure that this is doable. And so sketch out, and if you are at the beginning of your journey, sketch out and try to figure out, is there a potential, is this really interesting business, yes or no, and ask feedback from other people. Because if at the beginning you see that it's a hard job, maybe think about different revenue streams or add different services. And that's the same thing with our company. We have our unlimited support program, and you are definitely welcome to join. So you can take benefit from that. But sometimes people would like to know more. So therefore, we also have smaller training sessions, and we run training sessions where you can jump in and you can just join us for a couple of hours. Or what we do today, we're going to work all day and try to figure out all the answers on the questions, so that at the end of the day, you will have your business plan. So that's the last part of the inspiration canvas. So people, planet, and profit. People is about your organization, the planet is about your market and growth strategy, and profit is about your financials. So now you have a clear picture of the complete business plan, and you see that all the topics are covered. In the center, your products and services. But after the first time you sketched out, you can now go through it like a wheel of inspiration. So what is your action plan? Is it supportive to your purpose, your mission, your goals? And who are your customers? What are the revenues from your customers? What is your marketing growth strategy? And who is in the team to organize all this? And if this works, you are in the right rhythm. You have found the wheel of inspiration, the right fit. And if it's not working, take a look back and analyze through it. What is the missing dot? What is the missing point? Where did it go wrong? And try to filter out and figure out how you are able to improve that. So that's the way you can go forward. And then you can build the business you love. If you need additional tips, you can also see that if you take a look at the right side of the canvas, it's more time oriented. So you can put things in time. You can make a forecast. You can define a budget. You can make a how do you say a forecast for the future. You can define what is your plan for next year. Or maybe you have a kind of group of customers for this year, but for next year you have a different kind of customer group. So you can play a little bit with this inspiration canvas. You can also create multiple versions if you like. So you have one version for now, one version for the future. Maybe you do a merger in a couple of years. You can even create a kind of master plan for that. So if you sketched out, you will have something like this. Hopefully, it is inspiring to you and it's supportive to you what you have in mind. Like I said, if you have questions, feel free to drop me a line. You are so welcome, and it is super nice that you are here, that you are taking serious perspective on what is your strategy to build the business you love. So I have a couple of cases, but maybe first let's talk about some questions. I see some questions coming in here from my side at LinkedIn. Mehmet, do you also have some questions?
Yeah, one question I've saw it on my WhatsApp is how important is to be flexible and keep shifting, whether it's the idea, the business model, how important of doing this.
Yeah, I think the basic background from lean startup is that you are flexible, and I think sometimes people forget there is no shortcut. Like I said to heaven, there is no quick win. We don't offer lottery tickets. So, as an entrepreneur, especially as a starting entrepreneur, you need to run multiple experiments at the same time, where some experiments are are failing and other will succeed. So, and that's sometimes confusing. It is Edward de Bono who's written a lot of books about simplicity. He said that's a way of lateral thinking. So somehow you need to think in different layers. So that's how you try to approach, yeah, your next step in business development. And in the beginning, if you are just starting up and you have a kind of super ID but without any customers yet, yeah, you need to somehow test and validate that with partners, potential stakeholders, and see somehow, yeah, if that's in line of what they think that will be good for you. And then, and sometimes it takes a couple of weeks, sometimes it takes a couple of years, but then you need to somehow figure out with them, okay, how could I attract the right kind of customers? What is the solution for them? So you need to work on, yeah, the product market fit. So first let's work on the problem solution fit, then on product market fit. So it's a different approach, and you need to do that at the same time. So yeah, I also got a question about the case. So maybe was that answering the question, Mehmet? I was a little lost with the.
No, it's fine. You did fine, but we have another question. So,
Yeah.
what's your strategy for getting more leads?
Okay, cool. Yeah, the lead generation part is always interesting because together with Paul Beans, we are also offering a launch campaign. So a launch campaign is built on Launch, the book from Jeff Walker, and Jeff Walker is also published by, originally he was also part of my publishing company. Inspiring is also published with the book, and you are welcome. Yeah, to take a look at that. I think the ebook is easy to download at the website, and if you would like to have the regular book, you can take a look there. So, what was the question, Mehmet? I was lost in my enthusiasm.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one, the how you get more leads
Oh yeah, the leads. Yeah,
strategy.
the launch. Therefore, I was explaining the launch campaign, and the launch campaign is helping to attract leads. So at the moment with Inspiring, I'm also serving, joining the launch program because yeah, you need to figure out, okay, who is my ideal customer, and you need to somehow find your language to connect with your potential customers. So there are multiple options for that. It could be interesting to start with a free ebook or with some tips on social media or some downloadable ebook. You can also run free introduction sessions that if you would like to yeah, tell people more about your offer. And together with that, yeah, we follow, and I have a book here from Steve Blank. We follow the Startups Owner's Manual. It's a step-by-step guide for building a great company. It's written by Steve Blank, and it's all about the transformation process from problem solution to product market fit, and that will cover also the lead generation. So the person who asked the question about lead generation, please feel free to drop me a line, and I will tell you more about it, because we have tons of yeah, projects going on with that. We have including a program where you can jump in and see if it makes sense for you. So wonderful. Yeah, I got another question about an example. So a person asked me, okay, Bart, can you tell us a little bit about some cases you are involved with? So I have here the Green Soap Company. It's founded by Marcel Belt. And 5 years ago, I was sitting at his kitchen table, and we were sketching out his strategy on the inspiration canvas. And you see, this is on the door to the garden, an outline of the business plan. So last year, he became super well known in the Netherlands, and he won a couple of prizes. So he was nominated for the Change Impact Award and the coolest Dutch brand, and so on. So that's an example of a case. But at the moment, we have more cases. We have a company called Label Fashion. It's a fashion brand that would like to change the fashion industry for good. We are at the moment working on a case together with ABN AMRO. It's called Brain Care. we are developing the Sign app. It's a really interesting project to support people and give them training on the brain. And recently, we jumped in a new company. It's called eClicks, and it's really an interesting program to automate your email communication. So, yeah, those are examples. And in most of the cases, there is a really great solution for a really specific target audience. So, if you are building your dream, building your business, and you would like to know more how we are able to help you, feel free to reach out, share your thoughts, and we will, take a look at it. And you can apply for our unlimited support program because, yeah, we think that entrepreneurs will change the future, and together we create the magic. We have more than 100 people available to support you with your next step in business development. So that would be super, super nice. And because I think you're ready for it. So let's get ready for growth. And growth is especially focusing on growth for good. So we have our tooling, we have our application. We are now also published author. So this is the book. If you go to inspiring.com/book, you can buy it. It's a really cool playbook. You can also get the free ebook. So if you go to inspiring.com/book, you can get a free ebook and you can see it. The ebook is 50 pages and the book is 100 pages. It's 50% it's visual oriented, and it's really the pocket bible to build the business you love. So wonderful. Any more questions at the moment, Mehmet?
Not at the moment.
Okay, still, I see that there are now a couple of people left, but still 106, 7 people are attending the live stream. And I see some people here. Okay, cool. I see another question about, okay, tell us a little bit about the process, how it works. So here it is. I've got a visual for that. Uh, this is a little bit abacadabra, a little bit maybe complicated, but super important to explain. So the first step in the beginning is more like, okay, what is your ID? What is your basic plan? At the end, at step 5, you see the wheel of inspiration. Like I said, it's a roundabout. And in the middle, and that's the most important way to get there from 1 to 5, you need to go through specific milestones. You need to go through the milestones and you need to be sure that you are on track. So 2, 3, and 4 is, from my perspective, in my mind, 1, 2, 3. So the first thing you need to do is validate your ID. And the deliverable of that stage will be the proof of concept. So the first thing to do, validate your ID into a proof of concept. The second thing you need to do is, if you have the validation, it's called the problem solution fit. Transform your problem solution fit, transform it into product market fit. And the product market fit is with your ideal customers in mind. So who is your ideal customer? And what are you offering them? And is it their perspective or your perspective? And try to figure out how it makes sense to them. And this is most of the time the classical breakthrough period of time, because this is the hard work. Sometimes it looks that you are almost there. But when you are almost there, you are not there. So you need to keep on going. You need to keep on moving, and you need to keep on doing the hard work. And if you don't give up, and if you keep on moving, and you keep on improving the way you would like to run the business, you will get there. You will get there at number 3. And number 3 is transform the business from product market fit to operating profit. So now you have the customers, but you also have the profit to continue run this business, the business you love. That's a hard one. Yeah. So problem solution, product market, operating profit. That's the whole transformation process from ID to running the business you love. Amen to that. So that's cool. So what we do offer is your inspiration canvas in 1 hour, and we still got 4 minutes left. But if you would like to be part of it, you can work with us and we create your business plan in 1 day. Mehmet and I, we are available for you. We are available to support you. Mehmet will be more the guiding person from his company with the technology aspects and the strategy. I will take more the look from the inspiring perspective. And together we create the magic because it takes a team to build a dream. It would be a great honor to work with you. If you would like to know more about our offer, reach out to us. Let us know that you are interested and you are welcome to join our program. Your inspiration canvas in 1 hour, but most of all, your business plan in 1 day. So you got all the time in the world to focus on what really matters to you. So keep on going and be aware that the customers are the fuel. Inspiration is the fuel, but the customers are fueling your business the way you would like to run your business. So pay most of the attention to them. Try to listen to them. Try to figure out how are we iterating? How are we improving our business? And maybe ask other people to take a look on a complete different perspective because that's super important. Alrighty, we are at the end of this journey. Almost 1 hour. It was really super to be here, and I'm very curious about all your plans and all your ideas and how you are moving forward. So I would like to hear from you. Let's stay in touch because together we create the future. Together we are inspiring. Thank you so much. It was really great to have you all here. And Mehmet, do you have final thoughts for the checkout? What was the most important thing you think that was helpful to other people?
First of all, thank you, Bart, for delivering this masterclass. I would say, if I would take something with me today from this session, is never delay starting. There is nothing called silly idea. And I think with all the tools, all the plans, the canvas that Bart have put in, it's proven that you can take any idea. And you, by the way, when we talk about ideas, if you allow me, Bart, you don't have to invent something that doesn't exist. An idea, it can be anything. And the books that Bart mentioned, like I really appreciate if someone pick these books, right, and start to read, because these ideas usually, because when we hear the word idea, oh, I need to invent something like the bulb. No, you don't have to invent the bulb. These are very rare moments, by the way. So the true thing is you can take something today which already exists, whatever it is, whether it's something physical in the virtual world, electric thing, I don't know, and start. So just to give you some inspiration of how to find ideas, the best thing to do is do a review of what you face on your day-to-day life. What are some of the things you wish could be done better? This is the best way to figure
That's
out an idea. Go ahead, Bart.
wonderful. Yeah, now that's it. That's so super important. And keep up the good work. Keep on inspiring. And inspiring means also the reflection and to take a moment, slow down and reflect and see what is working, how to move on, how to speed up. And I really like to slow down because with slowing down, you can speed up and you can keep up the good work and keep on inspiring. It was super great to be here, Mehmet. Thank you so much. And maybe we can share yeah, the opportunity to the participants how they can book a call with us or how they can explore thoughts. It would really great to help the people in the network, and maybe we can also do a live session at your place in the near future, Mehmet.
Yeah, that would be great to do. So, guys, don't hesitate. If you register through the LinkedIn event page, please, you can add Bart, add myself. You can reach out to us to know more about, the inspiring model and to know about our services in general. As Bart mentioned, I also host a podcast. I highly advise you also to follow it. And yeah, like let's plan something to have it face to face. I always love face to face event more, to be honest, than these events. But
Super.
that there's a power of the internet that allows people from
Yeah.
different parts of the world to be with us today. Thank you for everyone who joined. I really thank you for giving us this 1 hour of your time. The event will be recorded. It will be on the YouTube channel also as well. So if anytime you want to go back and watch it again, don't worry, it will be there. I will be writing it. I will put the link in the event comments later on, and follow Bart and myself to always get about our latest session. Thank you very much, and I hope to meet with you all very soon. Thank you, and bye bye.